Hello, collective, wherever you are. I hope your summer's safe, summer's warm. Oh, cool, actually. It's nice. It's hot out today. Summer's safe, summer's cool. And surrounded by love, light, happiness, joy, abundance, and filled with so much faith. Real quick, and do me a favor, hit that like button, please. Please hit share if you like to share it, and please hit subscribe and turn that notification bell on to all so you can always be updated whenever I put another message out there for you guys. And if you like to donate, you don't have to. It's not a requirement, but it is truly appreciated. The information is in the description box down below. And thank you from the bottom up, with all of my heart, ahead of time, to anybody and everybody who chooses to do so. And to everybody who has been. And for the super thanks and memberships and everything. Thank you, guys. May God bless your triple souls tenfold. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. I have the crown chakra frequency on in the background. I'm sorry, guys. Dude, it was taking so long for the last video to upload. Like, I have to do it in each part because you know how my phone is. You know what I mean? And it was just taking so long for that to upload. It was like 8:08, I think it was, when I went to go start this reading now. At night. Like, it's crazy. That's how long it was taking. My phone's been acting really weird today. Actually, since last night. You know, Karmies be out here playing around too damn much. We have the Four of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles. If you've been praying to be in this Queen of Pentacles energy, I feel like you're there. Okay, God heard your prayers and it's being answered. Because you healed. The Four Swords also talk about healing. You know, I'm strongly getting you could be definitely a healer, and like this is like one of your really major like gifts, and it's gonna bring you major abundance and prosperity too. Okay. Let me put this back on my other hand. Beautiful. And it's because you healed and you were doing everything in the upright. So continue doing everything. Oh, it's a painful permanent ending to a King of Cups, possibly. I feel like it's King of Cups in reverse because they abuse their power and they're being watched by somebody in power. They're caught. Everything's being balanced out for you, okay? All right. Yeah, because look, the 1,000,000% Ace of Swords truth. I know this. All right, I got a deep feeling, right? I already know what this is. I can feel the energy. Somebody stole an inheritance from you, guaranteed. And there might have been like a stipulation in your inheritance, like you had to be sober for so long. And maybe somebody and I only feel like this was the real thing. I feel like they made a fake will, or they did something like this, right? Someone's thinking be Bill, Billy, Will, William, Willie, all right? But that could have been somebody who left you this inheritance, or this could be somebody, your name, or somebody involved in the situation. All right, so I feel like they messed around. They changed some sort of paper. And like this person, it could even be a female. All right, it's a painful permanent ending to her and like whoever she worked with, possibly your ex. I'm strongly getting because they abused their power. They faked some documents, and like they changed the will or whatever, and said, and like had it so that they're the beneficiary or whatever it's called, where they micromanage your finances, and they didn't give you a penny of your money. First of all, they've been using your money and spending your money. And they were saying that you were a drug addict and or they were just holding it from you so you wouldn't get it. All right, and they were lying to the courts. 1,000,000% Ace of Swords truth came out that no, you have healed. You have no addictions. Or they were just going around lying, saying you were crazy. Oh, what'd I say? 10 of Pentacles, your inheritance. I told you. I could feel this nasty ass energy. Sorry. The 1,000,000% Ace of Swords truth has come out about this inheritance. I knew it was. You're getting this victory, success, public recognition, possibly even fame. And there's this, okay, and it's putting you in this Queen of Pentacles energy, and it's because you healed. And whatever you're doing with you're definitely a healer. You're going to be very prosperous, okay, because you healed. And it's a painful permanent ending to a Queen of Pentacles. Whoever this is, I feel like it's a feminine energy who did this. Was like the mastermind, so they thought. Not such a master at all. They didn't realize, they messed around and found out you are actually an ascendant master reincarnated. This was never going to work. They thought they got away with it, but you know, that's what they get for assuming, right? And they worked with your ex. They sent your ex in to get close to you. It was supposed to unalive you. Well, guess what? That's what his intentions were for you and her intentions for you. So guess what's happening when they're doing this to an earth angel? What they were intending for you is coming back to them. They abuse their power by doing this, right? But they're also being watched by authority figures, somebody in power, and they're caught. Everything's being balanced out. They could have said you were an alcoholic or that you did drugs. You might not have ever even touched a drug a day in your life, but they said you did. But for those of us who used to have addictions, like I'm 1,000,000% always upfront honest about that, and it's a part of my life story, and it helps other people that are going through situations such as that, so they can see that you can get over these addictions. It's very much so possible, even at the worst time. So you can't even say, oh, well, no, life's going on too crazy right now. No. Because people like, me and other people that literally in the darkest of the darkest time, with everybody, all odds stacked against us, and everybody that we loved and cared about, going against us, and literally tried killing us. Literally. Made multiple attempts, and we still managed to get out and recover. So especially because we did that at the worst times and everything else, yeah, it's being balanced out. And these people, which is crazy because they're actually addicts. They're actively in addiction. Trying to lie and say that you were like crazy, and they use your spiritual gifts against you, saying that you were crazy. And also they tried to say that you were a drug addict. You recovered from these addictions. And if you're on any medications or anything, they're prescribed legally by a doctor, if you're even on them. These people are buying drugs off the streets and getting high on all types of different drugs. And the truth has come out. You're going to hell after you go to prison. If you make it to prison. But I feel like you're definitely going to make it to prison. God's going to make sure that we get to look you in the eyes and see you getting convicted. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Collective, don't worry. Just know justice is here. Just know you are protected. If you have any fears at all, you need to lose them and lose them now. There's no reason to be afraid of anything. At all. You are heavily protected in every area and aspect of your life. And anybody that's trying to put fear into you, trust and believe me when I say, it's not going to work. And they're going to see the fear of God in them. They had a nice run. They thought it was cute. They thought it was funny, picking on. And some of us are freaking females. And they're grown men and women teaming up on one little female. I don't know about y'all, but I'm 5'5" and 115 pounds, soaking wet. But yet they're still scared to death of us because they know in the 3D, and even more so in the spiritually. And they were still unable to take us out, and they never will be able to take us out. The only person that's going to take us away from out of this world is going to be God when He brings us back home. And anybody or anything that thinks they're going to get in the way and try and play God, God will make sure on their way to you, something happens. Whether it be they get arrested, or if they get into an accident, or if they just so happen to pop up on you and they have like a pew pew, yeah, He's going to make sure it backfires. And blows up in her face. Quit the bullshit. It's not so funny now, right? But y'all thought it was real cute and funny. Teaming up against one person. And y'all are still weak as fuck. Sorry guys, I'm trying not to curse. But I'm like really passionate about this. Because I know what it feels like. Especially when every single person in your life that you thought, like everyone that you love, that you thought you could trust, every single one of them are involved in it. And every single one of these people would have made out way better if they would have been on your side. And they know that for a fact. But no, for the love of money, for the greed, and because, collective, because we're not that type of person, we're not a materialistic person, and we worked our butts off so hard our whole entire lives and got screwed over by everybody, you best believe God's going to bless us 1,000,000 times better than what we were going to get. Because no matter what, through everything, we still stayed in the light and never lost our faith. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to have a great joy. Great, even though I do forgive these losers, I'm going to have great joy seeing that the judge smash that down, giving them life in prison, death penalties. without that chance, like life in prison without the chance of parole. I'm going to have great joy in that. Because I'll know that they'll never be able to hurt another person again. Then they want to cry, right? But yet they feed off other people's fears. They feed off of, they get off on people's being scared and people's pains. Well, guess what? How about you feed off your own freaking your own pain, your own fear? Because that's what's happening now. You want to make other people suffer? Now you're the one suffering. It doesn't feel so great now, does it? But I thought it was so cute. I thought it was so funny, right? I thought you got off on that. Oh, but not when it's you, right? These idiots had multiple opportunities to make this right, and they refused to. And because of that, it's going to be so much worse. And every single skeleton in their closet, I don't care, things that happened when they were a baby is coming out. God's going to make sure there's not one skeleton, not one stone left unturned. Not one skeleton pulled out of that closet. And they deserve it. And I don't feel sorry for any of you. Because you didn't feel sorry for us when you were doing this to us. You thought you got off on it. Literally got off on it. And you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You've been praying for them to get arrested? Well, guess what? They're getting arrested. The chariot. Also, you are a prayer warrior. Up your prayers maybe, or you have been, and this is why it's happening. Maybe you've been upping your prayers. Been praying more, or maybe you need to. Or I feel like you're getting more, like I said, you're a healer. You're also progressing in your healing abilities. You're rapidly progressing because you healed so much. And anybody involved in this, even anybody that knew about this, if they knew about it and they didn't say anything or do anything about it, they're just as guilty and they're going to get conspiracy as well. They're just as guilty because they're coming up against an earth angel, somebody that was sent here to heal this planet. Now they're in grief, pain, sorrow, agony. Are you kidding me? Like, y'all got the nerve really to be in grief, pain, sorrow, agony when you were the one that was purposely putting us in grief, pain, sorrow, agony, purposely, literally made multiple attempts on our lives. Now y'all want to be in grief, pain, sorrow, agony? Get the fuck out of here. Oh, because they're going to jail and because you're rapidly progressing, right? Oh, but I thought it was cute. I thought it was funny. I thought you liked seeing people suffer. I thought that, like, got you off. Oh, but not when it's you, right? Fuck out of here. Collective, it's coming in. Don't worry. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, angels, ancestors, and loved ones that passed away. What does the collective need to know? What do they need to be aware of at this time? Please and thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, wow, that's a lot. Okay. Okay, this is the card. This means God stepped in. It's in God's hands. If it shows you, it's the QR code for the newcomers, the new subscribers. It shows you, what the cards mean. But I set the intention for when it comes in the upright, it means God stepped in. It's in God's hands. When it comes in the reverse, and when the black side up, it means the devil stepped in and the devil's collecting. So it's, God stepped in. It's in God's hands. Yeah, it's a completion. 10-10. It's a completion, it's the end of a cycle for what they're holding on to that belongs to you, this inheritance. It's a generous blessing. You're going to be able to bless the pockets of other people. And there you go. There's the healing, like, sound bowls, You're a healer. You could be a monk. Don't have to be. You might be going to Thailand, or is it Thailand? I don't know, something like that. Somebody's trying to siphon your energy to heal themselves. You're going to get some sort of quick communication about this generous blessing that was left to you and your protection. Seven of Wands. Somebody, it could possibly be somebody that you have your guard up against, or, you know, somebody that's guarding your blessing, okay, that they stole from you. But it's protected, you're protected. You're rapidly progressing too with this Eight of Wands. You're moving away, or you did. Six of Swords. I feel like someone's coming in to protect you. Or maybe this generous blessing, maybe there's a house involved. But you're coming out of rough waters into smooth sailing. Six of Swords. Some of you might have had a kayak or a boat or something like that left to you. Something like that. Somebody might be moving to the mountains, or somebody might live in the mountains. 76 can be, or 46 can be significant, 68 can be significant, 87 can be significant, and 76 can be significant. You're getting passionate, new beginning. Somebody could like to play golf. Whatever they're holding on to that belongs to you is going to be giving you this passionate new beginnings. Because it's a generous blessing. I'm strongly getting, you might have land. Look at this. I'm looking at the golf field as land. You might have land, a lot of land left to you. You might have vehicles left to you, like maybe boats, as her caravans, vehicles, motorcycles. I don't know. The house could possibly be in, like, you might have a house. Yeah, there could be an RV left to you, or a trailer or something. Nine of Swords. They're boohoo crying. And you can't sleep at night because of your new beginnings and about how they're caught up. Because you have somebody coming in to protect you fiercely. They're also crying about your protection as well. Somebody might have, I'm strongly getting, somebody has a farm that was stolen from you, and a stepfather or a father or somebody, or a masculine energy stole it from you. That's not for everybody, but that's for somebody. You might even have, like, you know, you might have a horse farm, you might have, or you might have like a actual like food farm or something like that, or like a house with a lot of property. I'm seeing a lot of property though, without a doubt. You're getting some sort of quick communication from this person that, like, you know, somebody can be from like the South. Somebody could be a cowboy. Somebody could like the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas could be significant. Yeah, you're protected and your power's protected. You're the Queen of Wands. Very, very powerful, very good looking inside and out. And you get the attention everywhere you go, and you're heavily respected. Even after all the lies and smear campaigns and everything else, that's all being cleared up, and everybody's seeing you for your true form, for the divine being that you truly are and how powerful you are. And your power is protected. Like, you and your power is protected, okay? And there's somebody protecting you, coming in to protect you. They're secretly protecting you right now, behind the scenes. But they're coming into the 3D, like, you know, they're going to show their face soon. They're just arresting these people. Yeah, Eight of Swords. Somebody's trying to run from prison. Six of Swords, followed by the Eight of Swords. And underneath of it, this is imprisonment. They're trying to run. They're trying to, like, they're going to get caught, though. There you go. This is you, boo. High Priestess or High Priest. Both the roles already fit. Masculine or feminine. You're a spiritual leader. Extremely gifted. Extremely gifted. And you use your gifts for the good. Somebody's doing candle magic on you. And you're a hard worker, too. Look, Eight of Swords. I mean, yeah, Eight of Pentacles. I'm sorry, Eight of Pentacles. You're a hard worker. Somebody could have left you a business as well. There might be a family business that was left to you that somebody stole from you. That's for somebody. They're also, everyone sees too, whatever you're doing with your spiritual gifts, you know, that's what you do for work, and they see how hard of a worker you are, and your spiritual gifts, what you're doing, you're getting some sort of generous blessing from that too, because you're a hard worker, and you're doing everything 1,000,000% true to yourself, to others, and most importantly to God, and you're doing it 1,000,000% from the heart, pure from the heart and soul, and being 1,000,000% authentic and true. And, you know, whether you like to give the message or not, you still do it because you know what I mean. You have to. You're doing everything in the upright, okay? You're also... They're in her head, they're boohoo crying because of how hard they worked to steal this generous blessing from you, and now they're going to prison for this, all right? And they're starting to realize, like, wow, what was I thinking? Like, that was really dumb, because they could have been on your side and they would have made out way better, because they know who you are and how generous you are and how you're not a materialistic person at all. And that you would, like, they would have made out way better. Now they're screwed. Now they're going to prison for the rest of their lives. Because it's a whole, they're getting the RICO Act without a doubt. It was a whole group of people coming up against you. So that's the RICO Act. That's 30 years just for that, the RICO Act itself, let alone the charges that they did. And this is federal offenses, because there are documentations that were forged. They were messing with your mail. That's all federal stuff. There's also something about unalivements and attempted unalivement on you. For some of you, your ancestors that passed away and left you this, they unalive them. And with the RICO Act, when one person does something wrong out of all of them, they all get charged for it. So they're all going to get these unaliving charges and attempted unaliving charges. And mail fraud, and putting the pain, suffering, inflicting fear on you, attempting to take your life. And God's making sure that literally every single thing that they've done to you comes out. And not only what they've done to you, but what they've been doing to other people too. Because they came up against the high priestess that was sent here to heal the world. Somebody that did nothing but truly love them. And tried multiple times to heal these people, to help these people, to protect these people. When this whole time they were doing everything they could to take your life. It's not so funny now is it? Collective, you're getting the last laugh. Okay? Don't worry, there's nothing to fear. Just stay strong in your faith, okay? And just know it's coming. Because God stepped in, it's in God's hands. You have some sort of ancient wisdom and knowledge. They want to know where you get this from. Because I'm looking at the dinosaur right here. They're looking at you like, how do you know this? Like, and they're looking at you like, are you even real? Like, they want to just scan you. You know what I mean? Like, are you real? Are you like an AI? Like, how do you know this stuff that you know? Yes, you're real. You know the stuff you know because from God. The one and only in heaven. Because people like to pervert things and change things and, like, you know what I mean? There's only one God. He's in heaven. God Almighty, Jesus Christ, archangels, ancestors, loved ones that passed away. Not no low vibrational crap that these idiots worship. Yeah, these people from your past. It was these people from your past that you cut off. They're trying to come back now because they see, like, they messed up big time. And they know they're going down. Woodward could be someone's last name. Somebody's nickname could be Woody. Albert could be someone's name. Now, any of these names is either your name, somebody involved, or a passed on loved one is speaking to me and through me, for you and to you. Albert or Alberto or something like that. Or Alan. Could be someone's first, middle, or last name. Lorenzo could be someone's name. Dominique could be someone's name. Or Dom. Pat or Patrick. Or Patricia or Patty. Lynn could be someone's first, middle, or last name. And I just want you to know your loved ones that passed away that left you this inheritance, they're extremely proud of you, okay? And they just want you to know that they're with you at all times and that they ain't letting, nothing happen to you. So somebody's been fearing for some reason, and I feel like it's because somebody's projecting fear onto you. Lose that fear. You have nothing to be afraid of. It's a projection. Send that back, okay? Send it back. You're being told to send it back. Confirmation, excuse me. They're trying to project their fears because they know that they're caught onto you, my darling. And all it's doing is collecting them more karma. Returned it. Return it to sender. And then give it up to God, okay? Surrender the issue to God to do whatever He feels necessary, and give God, Jesus, angels, ancestors, loved ones passed away, the utmost love, permission first, permission to protect you by all means necessary, and then the utmost love, respect, gratitude, and appreciation for all that you do in our lives. Somebody could have had like a log cabin, or like somebody, and I feel like your ancestor built this cabin, okay? So they could be Rob, Robert, Bob, Bobby, Roberto, Roberts, or Robertson, or something like that. Could be someone's last name. It could have been like uncle, or I just heard the sticks. Somebody could be from, like, could have lived in the sticks. I don't know what I mean. Or something like that. I feel like this, or if it wasn't a log cabin, it's like your ancestor built this house with their bare hands. Like or maybe that's what they did for a living, but they built this house. Hopefully that's like an indicator for somebody. For some of you, you don't even know this ancestor. But like, if you're the next in kin. And either maybe it's like a long lost, family member, or they could have passed away before you passed, before you were born, or like maybe like your family was astray from them or whatever, but like it was passed down to your family member, okay, and your family member didn't tell you about this, or like they didn't even know or something, and then when they passed away they already had it was theirs, so it came to you. So like some of you don't even know about this, but these people did, because this is what they do. This is their job. There's also somebody out here, okay, like when you were a kid, this isn't for everybody, but it's for somebody, when you were a child, possibly like a teenager, you were living with a friend of yours, okay, or or your parents were letting a friend of yours live with you. Their grandmother left you something in their will, their inheritance as well, when they passed away, because like their mom or their grandmother, something like that. You either live with them or they live with you or something, and that person, I strongly feel like it's their grandmother left you in their will. And left you property or money or something. New York could be significant. Could be like upstate New York, possibly. It doesn't have to be. But I don't know why I'm getting that. But there's somebody out here, you'd be surprised how many inheritances you have. You have like a grandparent, like a father figure or a mother or something like that, an uncle possibly, but you have like a friend as well, their grandmother, because you were real close to them, you know what I mean? Like you either live with them or or they live with you, and their grandmother, I'm strongly getting it's a grandmother, left you in their will, and you just didn't know. And like I feel like you don't talk to this person no more. There was no bad blood there. It's just you just went separate ways. You know what I mean? Knight of Wands. They're nervous about this. They're nervous because they know how hard they work to stop you and block you, and they're nervous about. And I'm strongly getting there's a backfire coming to somebody. They're also very nervous about going to prison quite clearly, and obviously that's why somebody's trying to run. Somebody's trying to escape jail, but or maybe somebody's in jail. They might be faking when they go to court. They could be faking like an illness or something like that. They're going to try and run. They're going to be showing up all extra, like in a wheelchair or something like that, acting like they're all beat up or something when they're perfectly fine. And they're going to try and run out the courthouse. They're going to get caught. Because they're seeing this as a wheelchair. This person could possibly be like in a gang or a club or a group, a cult, a coven, secret society, like, or something like that. Two of Swords. Somebody that you have blocked, somebody that you cut off. You might need to do cord cuttings again, okay? With the Two of Swords. Somebody could be attacking your root chakra, because I just saw this rose as the root chakra, at the root chakra, which is, located at the base of your spine. It's red. Something about a ranch. Back at the ranch. Somebody could have left you a ranch or something. Knight of Wands. They're nervous about your power and how powerful you truly are. And about them being watched by the authorities. And going to prison for what they've done to you. Somebody could have been cremated. And they were doing this to try to get rid of evidence. Because they don't want like anybody to discover. But I'm surely getting, whoever this is, the doctors already knew that they were being poisoned. Alright? They've been under investigation this whole time. Japan could be significant to somebody. A brick house could have been, there could be like a house that looks like it's made out of brick that was left to somebody. Or a building, or like it could be a company, like I said, like somebody could have left a business behind. I just heard start making candles. You could be a candle maker. Or you've been having a nudge to do it. Guys, I'm going to be doing it. Not yet, but I'm going to be. I'm going to be making, once I start my shop and everything. They were doing binding magic on you. But you broke free of it. And now you're totally in line, you're